Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer found this vertical mouse to be immediately comfortable, fitting their hand well right out of the box. The main click buttons and scroll wheel are placed naturally, along with a button to cycle through different sensitivity settings. However, our reviewer ran into a bit of a snag with the side buttons. While the forward and back buttons were fine, a larger button designed to show and hide the desktop was positioned where they would accidentally press it constantly. Since there's no built-in software to disable this specific button, this client had to use a third-party application to stop it from activating, a solution they felt was a bit too technical for the average user. Another point of confusion was the user guide. It only mentioned connecting via the included USB dongle, which made our reviewer initially feel misled, as they were expecting Bluetooth connectivity. Thankfully, the device does indeed support Bluetooth and can connect to 3 devices simultaneously, 1 via the dongle and 2 more via Bluetooth. This turned out to be a fantastic feature, and they were able to connect to both a laptop and a tablet flawlessly, switching between them with a simple press of a button on the bottom. Despite the great feel and multi-device functionality, a few small details were missing. There's no indicator light to show which sensitivity setting is active, so you have to guess based on cursor speed. The included palm rest also felt a bit flimsy and came off too easily, so they opted not to use it. Overall, the incredible comfort and the convenience of connecting to multiple devices make this a great product, but it's held back from perfection by the lack of button customization and the incomplete user guide.
To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer admits to being a bit skeptical when first unboxing this ergonomic mouse. The vertical design felt unnatural after so many years of using a traditional one, leading to some initial awkwardness and slower movements. However, after a period of adjustment, our reviewer is getting used to the new layout. It's now starting to feel quite comfortable, and their speed and precision are steadily improving. They found that the device actually moves more freely and reacts better without the detachable palm rest, so they've opted to leave it off. The primary benefit has been clear, as their wrist feels significantly better after long sessions at the computer, making the learning curve worthwhile. A major point of frustration, however, stemmed from the poor documentation. Our client discovered that this mouse can connect to 3 different devices, 1 via its USB receiver and 2 more through Bluetooth, a fact that was poorly communicated as the instructions only implied dual-mode functionality. They had to figure out the pairing and switching process on their own. While the multi-device support is now a valued feature, they wish the indicator light showing the active connection was on top of the device instead of the bottom. Another persistent issue is the overly aggressive power-saving mode, which kicks in too quickly. Waking the device requires a button press followed by a noticeable delay for it to reconnect, which can be disruptive. The product details mention 3 different power-saving modes, but with no instructions on how to access or change them, this feature remains a mystery. Despite these significant annoyances related to documentation and software, this mouse is definitely growing on our reviewer. The ergonomic benefits are undeniable, and they now prefer it over any standard flat mouse. While it loses points for the confusing setup and frustrating sleep mode, the overall experience has been positive.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer was really impressed with this ergonomic mouse. Setting it up was a breeze, especially for those running Ubuntu. It paired instantly via Bluetooth. Our reviewer expects similar seamlessness with Windows and Mac OS, given the stated compatibility. Having used another vertical mouse for a couple of years to combat wrist discomfort, this client has seen firsthand the benefits of this design. This person even converted friends who reported similar relief. The reviewer had a previous negative experience with a Bluetooth vertical mouse due to interference in a workspace filled with electronics. However, this mouse connected without a hitch and has provided a smooth, wireless experience, which is a significant improvement. The lack of a dragging wire is a definite plus. The reviewer notes some differences in the angle and shape of this mouse compared to their previous wired vertical mouse. Despite these differences, it's comfortable to use both. This particular user has the smaller version of this mouse and finds it a good fit, considering their hand size. The wireless nature of this mouse makes it an immediate favorite. The built-in screen is a neat feature, displaying the battery level, DPI setting, and connection type. The battery level indicator is particularly useful. It's also convenient that you can continue using the mouse while it charges via the USB-C cable. The DPI settings weren't initially clear to our reviewer, but they eventually understood that higher DPI settings translate to faster cursor movement. The reviewer settled on a DPI setting that works best for their large monitor. In conclusion, this client highly recommends this product, declaring that it immediately became their go-to mouse.
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.